Hey, it's Annie and welcome to my home. I'm going to give you a quick little tour, a very little tour of my kitchen and my family room. It's a very little tour. And don't judge, please don't judge. I have some things that I'm working on in my kitchen, so my backsplash is kind of like, I'm working on things, okay? So if you look really close, you're going to see some projects that need to be attended to, but I'll get to eventually. Actually, very, very soon I'll be sharing it. So for many years, I used to go crazy decorating my home. Like I would get the faux garland and I would wrap it around like my chandeliers and like I would have put it above my kitchen cabinets. Like I went crazy in my whole house. I would decorate my bedroom with a tree and everything. I had like 5 trees in my house. I used to decorate the bathrooms. And the older that I've gotten, the less of the seasonal decor that I like to do. Like I did nothing in the fall. I did no, other than hydrangeas, I did no fall decor. I didn't get any pumpkins or anything. I'm not like humbug. I don't know. I mean, even in my home decor right now, if you've been following me, I'm doing a lot less. I just don't like a lot of tchotchkes and decorative stuff unless it's something that I'm going to use. I just don't like all of it in my house anymore. I just don't. So I purged most of my collection last spring. I mean, I was pulling things off my wall and everything. And I got rid of a couple of my trees, so I'm down to 1 tree, because we always get a fake tree. I know not everybody likes a fake tree, but we like our fake tree. So yeah, and I don't host Christmas. I haven't hosted the last several years, and I don't plan on it. I'm kind of taking a little break from hosting the holidays. So I really don't need to decorate my whole home for the 3 of us. It's kind of ridiculous, you know what I mean? But I do decorate, so I'm not like humbug. I don't need to go crazy decorating my house just for the 3 of us. So I did very simple, but I think it looks very pretty, and I'm going to show you. So I'm going to get behind the camera and I'm going to show you my kitchen. I'm going to show you my family room, and my daughter has a tree in her room, but I'm not going to show you her room because she's a teenager. That's all I need to tell you. But she has her own tree in her room too. But like I said, I love it. I love how simple everything is. Decluttering your house is like the best thing you could ever do. I'm so much happier now that I have less stuff. So, and I started doing that because fingers crossed, hopefully in the next couple of years we're going to downsize, I hope. This is just getting to be too much for me to take care of. So, let me get going on the tour. So we're going to start with the kitchen. Like I said, I'm going to get behind the camera, and hopefully the camera's not going to be shaky. I'll do the best that I can, and I'm going to show you my family room and my kitchen. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so we're walking in my kitchen. I know it looks a little bit dark, but if I turn the lights on, it looks really orange in here because of my lights. So you can see I don't have a lot. I used to put a tree in that corner over there where my coffee maker is, but I do not have a tree in here this year because I'm just going simple. So I really didn't do that much as far as like Christmas in my kitchen. I'll just give you a little tour anyway. So you can see the wall that I put in there, or not the wall, the wallpaper that I put, the peel and stick wallpaper is there. And so yeah, usually during the, all the time, I usually have something on my island. So I have like some flowers or whatever, and those are fresh roses. I put the cookies out because I was just styling photos for my blog, but I don't eat cookies anymore. Those are for my daughter. So here's my little bit of green that I have in my kitchen. That's as Christmassy as I got this year. But my kitchen and my family room are connected, so try not to go too fast here. Hopefully I'm not. So here's my family room right here. So here you go. So let's walk in here. So by my mantle, I just added our stockings. And the stockings, let me do a close up here if I can. Hopefully it's in focus. The stockings I got at the Goodwill store several years ago, and I just added those. They're foam letters. That's what they are. I got them at Walmart. I actually just added those this year. Usually I don't even do that. I just kind of like, we all have the same stocking, but I did this year. So we all have our own personal stocking with our initials on it. There's my daughter's. And I kept my mantle pretty much the same, except I added this star garland. This I made a couple years ago, and I'll explain how I made the stars in a minute. But can you see the difference between this star and this star? This is regular glitter, and this is German glitter glass. I love the German glitter. Love it, love it, love it. It does tarnish because it has real silver in it, but I just love that. And here's my little nativity set. I think I got that at a thrift shop, of course, several years ago. So that's it, guys. That's my mantle right there. And then I added just one little thing this year. I just got these little twigs from our grocery store. They have like little glitter on it. You can't tell from my camera, and I just put them in an old pitcher and just put it by our fireplace there. And see if I can get this in focus here. Sorry, guys. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay. So this is where, see, I sit in the chair with the little blanket. My husband sits there normally. And here's my back wall again that I use the peel and stick wallpaper. And I showed you, if you saw this when I talked about the peel and stick wallpaper, you might have seen my faux deer head I got from Hobby Lobby, and I just put an old frame around it. And then just for the holidays, but actually I might keep it like this for now until I want to replace this deer head eventually, but I may keep these little twigs. It's just faux greens that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I just stuck on either side. I just thought it made it look a little more seasonal, and I think actually it looks good even when it's not Christmas. And I'm burning one of my favorite candles from Chesapeake Bay Candle, and that's the cypress and oak. It smells amazing. Okay, so here's my tree. So this tree is called a twig tree, I believe. And I've seen a lot of trees where you can't even tell it's a tree because there's so many ornaments in it. I think that's a really pretty look. It's just not the look that I wanted. I didn't care if you could still see my tree in there. And I did very little ornaments. So let me get closer and see if I can zoom in a little bit and talk about the ornaments. So these ornaments right here, let's see, is this one or is that regular? That's regular. This is my German glass glitter right here. Can you see how sparkly that is? Okay, so that's German glass glitter. And I'll tell you how I made that and how I made this Merry Christmas garland. Can you see it on there? It's kind of wonky, but I like that. So that's basically, and then the crown. I made that too, I'll tell you in a second. So that's all I added to my tree is ornaments I made a couple years ago, and then I added some silver balls that I had, okay? So how I made those ornaments is that I took silver poster board and I folded it in half because only one side is silver. So I folded it in half, then I took a cookie cutter and I traced it. I cut the shapes out so there was two. Then I had to sandwich glue them together so both sides would have silver because I didn't want it, I wanted to have silver on both sides. And I needed to have that silver because I thought that if I just put glitter on it, that you're going to still see the paper, and I didn't want to see white. I thought if you're going to see anything, I want to see silver. So that's why I did it that way. And then I took a hole punch and I punched a hole in it. You can see right there. And then I took tacky glue, same glue I used to sandwich them together. I took tacky glue, I put it on with a foam brush, and then I sprinkled German glass glitter on there, and then I hung it with a little wire. So that's how I did that. Now the letters for the Merry Christmas, I just went into Word on my computer. I printed out Merry Christmas, you know, got the font that I wanted, and I printed it out on my printer, and I printed it until I got the size I wanted. I don't remember what size it was. I just visually decided on the size. And then I took the same silver poster board. Okay, so there's poster board, the silver. Then I took carbon paper and I placed that on top of the silver. And then on top of the carbon paper, I put my letter. So I took a tracing tool and traced each letter over the carbon paper and the poster board. And so then after that, I cut it out. Then I used German glass glitter again. And, you know, with the, first I pasted it on there, you know, with the tacky glue, and then I sprinkled the German glass glitter. I made holes in it. It's the only way I could think to do it. Let's see if I can get a close-up of it. I don't know if I can. My camera stinks slightly. Okay, you can kind of see it. See that little wire there? So I just made 2 holes and I just joined them together with wires. So that's how I did that. So the back side, I don't want to mess with it too much, is white. But I knew you weren't going to see it really when it was on the tree. So, and then the crown at the top, I just made this, you know, same way. Just cut a shape out, you know, with silver poster board. And then I added the glue and then the glitter, and that's it. I mean, so simple to do. So if you're still looking for an idea to make ornaments, if you want to give them out as gifts, or you just want to bookmark it for next year, it was really easy to do. And I just love, love, love German glass glitter. And I usually don't put our presents under the tree until it's almost Christmas time. So just for styling purposes, I usually put presents under my tree. And this year I was being very cheap. So all I did was wrap gifts up with packing paper, and then I just added a little bit of lace ribbon just to make it look pretty. My tree skirt was made by using a painter's canvas or painter's tarp, you know, the tarps that painters use to protect surfaces, you know, when you're painting. So you get it at like the Home Improvement. I think I got it at Menards or Home Depot or something. So you just want to trace a tree skirt shape. I already had a tree skirt, I believe, that I traced. So you just trace it, make sure you have that little slit there so you can get it around your tree. And then I took and I just hot glued lace around the edge. I think I did 2 rows of lace that I hot glued, and that's it. I mean, really, really easy. So that's it, guys. That's my holiday house. It's very simple. I didn't go crazy this year, but this is the room that we're in the most anyway, so I really don't need to decorate my whole house if we're not having company, you know what I mean? So really simple. I don't like clutter. I used to feel like really antsy by the end of Christmas, like I was like ready to get everything down, and now I don't feel like that anymore because I put so little up. It's not a big deal. It's like I don't get stressed putting it up and I don't get stressed putting it away, and I still think it looks nice. So yeah, so that's it. So I just wanted to share that with you. I hope that you enjoyed this tour. Thank you so much for joining me. I told you it was going to be a really quick video, a really quick tour, but I'm really, really, really enjoying the less is more look in my home. So for seasonal decor and just everyday decor, I'm just loving the less is more. So if you enjoyed it, I'm going to try to post like at least 3 videos a week. So if you're not a subscriber, I'd love you to join. Just click the button on my channel, subscribe. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much. Follow me on the blog, whitelicecottage.com. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.